We're live from London on Wednesday afternoon, the 25th of March. You can have a little post-work workout. We're going to use a ball. We're going to use some weights, light weights. If you don't have weights, grab some cans or do it without. If you don't have a ball, maybe grab a cushion or something instead. We're going to get started here in about 2 minutes. Let everybody kind of come and tune in. I want to start before 5:30. So again, hopefully, I'm sure most of you, if you're actually tuning in, you've already followed me on Instagram, Get Brooked, and on Facebook. And if you haven't already subscribed to the Get Brooked YouTube channel, please do. We're up to 21 subscribers. We need just about 5 times as many as that to get our own special links, which we're hoping to do in the next week or so. So if you could help us with that and spread the word, that would be amazing. Then a gorgeous sunny day in London. The irony is that we had rain for months when we were allowed to be outside, and now we have beautiful weather when we're all stuck inside. But hopefully you've got some space and a nice window. You can open it. I did manage to get out for a run today, and I think the distance was increased by running like serpentine around people to try to keep a 2 meters distance. But anyway, it still felt good. And everybody seemed to be respecting that social distance and not being offended. But I do look forward to a time when we can all just hug one another again. So I'm going to go ahead and get started standing up. You might want to grab some water to have on hand. And let's see, we're going to start. Actually, we're not going to start with ball, but I'm going to just pop the ball right there. And start standing at the end of the mat. We're just going to do a couple shoulder rolls, big circles. So I'm just going to start slowly as people join in. Roll your shoulders the other way. Okay, slide the shoulders down, take a big breath in, lift the arms up. Come up onto your toes. And as you balance, I want you to draw your ribs down towards your hips. Draw the belly button and lift the pelvic floor, and then lower the heels down. Breathe out to lift and lower and lift. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold the last one up. Try to stay as high as you can. And then reach your arms out to the side. Lower the heels down. Grab your chin to your chest. Round your spine and roll all the way down. Just hanging over your legs. Nod your head. And then shake the head side to side. Shake the head no. And I want you to bend your knees. Rest your chest on top of the knees. Hands down on the mat. Straighten the legs out. Breathe in. Bend the knees. Breathe out. Straighten the legs. One more time. Bend. And extend. And this time as you bend, I want you to walk your hands forward, breathing out as you come out into your plank. Lift your head, slide the shoulders down. We're going to start with a little push-up. So just to warm up the body, breathe in, bend the elbow, pull them in tight to the ribs. Exhale, press the mat away. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift your modification. Drop those knees, modified push-up. Either way, do 3 more. Breathe in and out. Last 2. And lift. 1 more. Lift and hold. Now lift the hips really high. Press into your heels. Hold your stretch. Inhale. And then exhale. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Bend knees around the spine. Slowly roll yourself all the way back up to standing. Inhale. Lift the arms overhead. And exhale. Up onto your toes. Holding your balance. Arms now out to your sides, heels down, lace the fingers behind the back, with the arms with the chest, look up to the ceiling, and then breathe out, let the arms drop away. Have a look at your feet. Make sure your toes and heels are in a line and feet are parallel. Again, nod the head, and let the hands come down towards your mat. Bend just the right knee, left leg stay straight, and then switch it. Left knee bends, right leg straight. 1 more time each way, right knee bends, and then left knee bends. Bend both knees, and again, walk your hands forward. Breathing out, coming out into your plank. Lift the right toe up. Drop the knee under the body to that left elbow. Again, right toe high. Knee to the elbow. Last 2. Forward. 1 more. Down. Holding that last one. Try to actually connect the knee to your elbow. Then come back to your plank. Switch legs. Left leg comes up. left knee to right elbow, 4 more, or 4 times. And 3. Last 2. Holding the last one. Again, try to connect knee to elbow for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Then back to your plank. Lift the hips up. Press into your heels. Hold your downward dog stretch. And then walk your hands back to your feet. Bend the knees, round the spine. Slowly roll yourself back up to standing. Good. Just, again, shake your shoulders down. Breathe in, lift the arms up. And then into your balance. Holding nice and tall. Arms out to the side. So last plank variation. Again, chin to your chest, round the spine, rolling down. This time we're going to swing left and right. Just releasing your lower back, stretching the backs of the legs. Back to the center, bend the knees, walk your hands forward. Step your feet back, and then come down to your elbows. We're going to lace your fingers together. Pull your elbows back towards your toes. Pull your toes up towards your elbows. Really crunch the abdominals. And then drop the right knee down. And then left knee. Right knee and left knee. Stay there for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I want you to drop both knees down. Round out your lower back. Press your mat away. And then exhale, lift just the left knee. One knee stays down. Inhale, both knees down. Lift just the right knee. Inhale down. Try not to rest on that knee that's on the mat. So imagine you could slide a piece of paper out from underneath it. So you're just barely touching a mat, or there's a millimeter of light under that knee as you pedal through. Right, down, left. One more time each way. And left. Both knees down. Now both knees up. 4 more. Both knees down. Lift and lower. Keep the core strong. Keep your upper body strong. Last 2, breathing out as you lift, in as you lower, and 1, up and down. And then sit back onto your heels. Stretch your arms, and breathe. Drag your hands back, and flip yourself over onto your right back. Now, I'm going to go through some of our normal Pilates exercises, but I'm going to add some lightweight. So these are 2 pounds, which is a kilo. A little bit less than a kilo. But at any point, if it feels too strong with the weights, or if you don't have weights, just do it without. It's going to be just as challenging, or nearly as challenging without the weights. So we're going to start with 100. So lift your right knee, lift the left knee, ribs towards your hips, belly button in, spine in neutral. Peel your head and shoulders up, reach your hands to the front, then start pumping the arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, breathe out. Breathe in. 2, 4, breathe in. Now we're going to try to extend the legs out. 2, 3, 4, breathe in. 2, 3, 4. 2 more breaths, breathing in. We're going to do a few less than usual because we have that extra weight on the arms. Last one, breathing in. 2, 3, 4. Good. Take the shoulders back. Hug your knees into your chest. Good. Now reach your arms behind you. Extend your legs out overhead. Inhale. As you exhale, lift the hands, lift the head. Peel your spine up and stretch forward. Breathe in, straighten up your back. Shoulders down away from the ears. We're going to breathe out. We're going to roll halfway back. Hold there. Point the toes, squeeze the legs together. Open your left arm out to the side. Look over that shoulder. Breathe in. Come back to the center. Open the right arm out to the side. Inhale back to the center. Twist left and center. So leaning back enough that you feel the abdominals working. Make sure the pelvis doesn't move. No movement through the feet or your legs. Just turning the shoulders. And center. One more time each way. Twist and center. Last one. Twist and center. And then slowly roll yourself all the way down. Take a big breath in. And then breathe out. Lift the hands, lift the head. Peel the spine up. Reach forward once again. Inhale, straighten up the back. And then exhale, come halfway back. Hold here. Shoulders away from the ears. Lift the arms up and down. Lift and lower. Stay there for 3 and 2. Last one. Take the hands down. Now come down an inch. Down an inch further, one more inch, and then all the way back. Take a big breath in, just rest here. Actually, let's hold for 2 breaths. And then the next exhale, we come up into our V-sit. Shoulders back. Really lift the chest. Try to stretch your legs out. Hold, lift the weights a little higher. And lower the legs, lower the upper body. Reach the arms behind you. Inhale. If your weights are too heavy, just drop them at this point. They're probably really making this quite a bit harder. So unless you have a really light weight, you might prefer to do this without the extra weight on those hands. But if you can, try to power through. This time, try to come up with the legs straight. Stretch the fingers, reach for those toes. Exhale, slowly rolling everything down. Inhale to hold. Exhale, lift. Hold, shoulders back, chin up. Exhale down. Inhale. Last one. Up and hold, shoulders back, legs straight. And then slowly roll all the way down. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Good. All right, I'm going to pop the weights away for a moment. Lift the toes up to the ceiling. Peel your head and shoulders up off the mat. Shoulders down, away from the ears, but up off of your mat. We're going to drop the left leg, hold the right leg, and then switch. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now both legs up. I want you to take your hands behind your head, turn towards that right leg as the left leg drops down, elbows nice and wide, switch, and switch. Staying there for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders down. Now we grab our friend the ball. Lift the toes back up. Lift the shoulders up past the ball through the legs. Again, 8, 7, 6. Ball doing a figure of 8 around those legs. 3, 2, and 1. Take the shoulders back. Draw the knees in and rock side to side. Okay, so now coming back into our imprint, knees into your chest. So lower back presses into the mat. Hold the right knee in, stretch your left leg out, lift the head, lift the shoulders. Again, shoulders down away from the ears, but up off of that mat. Switch the legs. Strong exhale with each pull of the knee. So there, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now pull both knees in and turn it straight into a double leg stretch. Both arms, both legs. Breathe in as you tuck. Breathe out as you reach. Chin into your chest as if you're holding something under that chin. If the head's starting to get a little heavy, you can always just drop the head down for a moment and lift it back up. Aim for 4 and 3. Last 2. And 1. Take the shoulders back, draw the knees in, turn your head side to side, stretch your neck. Good. Okay, take your feet down to the mat. Next, we're going to use both the ball and the weight. So I want you to lift your hips up off the mat. Place the ball under the pelvis, right between your hip bones and your tailbone, not under the curve of your lower back, not sticking out too far from that tailbone. Should be a little platform. If you don't have a ball, we're going to be in this position in our tabletop. If you don't have the ball, just do it like that without the ball. Should be fine. But keep the ribs down, keep that core really tight, keep your shoulders relaxed. So either on that ball or just on your mat in a neutral spine. I want you to grab your weights. Have the weights right above your shoulders, knees right above your hips. Now we're going to reach the right arm and the left leg all the way out and then all the way back to the starting point. Breathe in as you reach. Actually, I'm going to change that breathing. We're going to breathe out as we reach. Breathe in as you come back to the starting point. Breathe out as you lengthen. Again, remember it's opposite arm and leg. Keeping one hand right over the shoulder, one knee right over that hip. Keep the breath flowing, breathing out as you reach, breathing in as you pull it back. Keep the lowest back rib down on the mat. So there's a tendency to want to peel that spine up. Try to keep the spine down. Keep your neutral so that lower back isn't down. One more. Come back to our starting point. Now we're going to try to go out to the side. I'm going to start with the left arm and the right knee. Back to that starting point. So the knee just drops straight out to the side. Knee stays bent. Arm goes the other way. We try to stay balanced on the ball. And if you struggle with your balance, feel free to drop your elbows down and just do the legs. Keep the knee right over that hip. Don't let them creep into your body. I often see this, or even creeping away, almost like you're reaching. It's like you're sliding along a wall that kind of comes straight up from your hips. Good. One more time each way. Exhale as you lower. Inhale as you come back to our dead bug position. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. Now I want you to zip the feet together, knees together, inner thighs reaching together or zip together. Send both arms, both legs. Inhale, back. Exhale, reach. And back. Last 3. And 2. Last 1. Out. And then have your knees into your chest and roll around a little bit on that ball. Up your weights to the sides. Extend your left leg out. Try to get the heel down on the mat. Pull the right knee in tight to your chest and then slightly out towards your armpits. A little bit of a turn out towards the side of the rib cage. Switch the legs. Left knee comes into the chest. Right leg goes long. Heel down on the mat. Pulling that left knee in. Turning it slightly out towards your armpit, just to the side of the rib cage. You reach the right toe as you pull that left knee in. Good. And spin both knees. Lift your hips up. Come up off the ball. And then roll yourself up. Flip yourself over to all fours. Okay, we're going to need that ball again. But again, if you don't have a ball, it's going to be just fine without. It still will be quite challenging. So extend your right leg. So if you don't have a ball, just pop that knee down. You can, if you want that challenge, every now and then try to hover your knee. So imagine there's like an invisible ball there. But if you do have a ball, balance on the ball. You lift and lower. So you've got a line running through the back of your head, through your shoulders, through your hips, and then that heel kind of comes up and touches that line. Draw your ribs towards your hips. Make sure you're not sinking into your lower back. Make sure your spine isn't sinking between your shoulder blades like this, just sinking down. Keep lifting the spine up between the shoulder blades. Last 2. Hold the last 1. Now bend the knee and extend. Bend and extend. Stay there for 6 and 5, 4, 3. Last 2. So that left leg is starting to burn a little bit, just without even moving at all. Take the toe down to the mat. Now tap out and back, up and over, up and back. Try to make a movement as big as you can without losing that stability. Imagine you have a teacup sitting in the middle of your back throughout the series. Stay there for 4. Keep your leg long and straight. No bend in the knee. Last 2. And hold this last one. Point the toe, a little turn out on the toe. Lift that toe out a long diagonal and lower. Lift and lower. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2. Hold the last one up. Wrap that knee around, wrap that toe around, circle the knee up and around for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse the circles. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last variation. We tuck the knee under the body. Drop your chin. Now we're moving the spine. Lift the head. Wrap the toe around. Breathe out. Knee to the forehead. Breathe in. Toe reaching to the back of the head. 2 more. Exhale. And inhale. And 1. Good. All right. Drop the right knee. Kick the ball out from your left. Have a stretch, just reaching the arms nice and long. Good. Set yourself up for the other side. Ball comes into the right knee. Hands under the shoulders. Tuck those toes under so you have that stability on that ball. Zip the belly button up and away and start lifting that leg. Make sure the right hip stays over the right knee. Ears in line with the shoulders. Shoulders in line with the hips. Heel coming up to that line that you could draw from your ears, through your shoulders, through your hips. Stay there for 4 and 3. Last 2. Holding the last one up, bend and extend. Fold that foot in towards your hip, so it's not like coming down like that. So it stays in line with your hip. Sole the foot, reach into the back wall each time for 4 and 3. Last 2. Extend, hold, toe comes down to the mat. Now tap out and in, up and over, up and back. So now that we're on our second side, your upper body's probably starting to get a little tired. You might feel a little bit of burn through those shoulders. Just try to keep pushing through. If it gets too strong, just take the ball away. It's going to make it a lot easier without the ball there. Last 2 and back. Hold the last one, point the toe, little turn out on that leg. Lift that pinky toe up. Inhale down. Exhale, lift and lower. Aim for 6 and 5. Not too fast. Keep it slow. Keep the hips level. Last 3, 2, holding this last one. Bend the knee. Toe kind of wraps around, circle the knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. This is starting to hurt on my right thigh. 3, 2, and 1. Knee to your chest. Breathe in, lift the head. So that's a little bit of relief, just moving that spine, just because it feels good, but still that quad on that right leg is burning. Last 3 and 2. Also that I went for a run today. That also adds, but it does feel good. Okay, left knee down, push your ball away, sit back onto your heels, stretch out your back, ball out of the way. And drag your hands back. Now to stretch these quads here, we're just going to place the hands behind, tuck your tailbone, lift your hips up, press into the tops of your feet, look to the wall behind you. Breathe, and then lower the hips back down towards your towards your heels. Bend your elbows, and again, lifting back up. And don't force it if you feel any pressure or pain through your knees at all. You should just feel freeze. Lower, hold. Next one, from your shoulder stand, we're going to come up to our foot stand, our real standing, feet crossed, and power yourself up to standing. Good. Grab some water. I'm going to start with the weights, with some upper body, and then move on to a little bit of lower body. So, standing with your feet together, knees together, arms right out to your sides. I'm going to start with little circles. 1, 2, 3. We're going to do 2 sets of 8. 8 more in this direction. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reverse. 2 sets of 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. So the key with the weights, it's actually easier with the weights than with the band, is just to push through. Go from one exercise straight into the next without a little break. Just getting that flow. So there's 6, high to low. 5, 4, 3. Keep your active standing. Draw the belly button in. Lift your pelvic floor. Grow your spine longer. That's 2. And 1. Now hands to the front, lifting up and down, lift and lower. Let me turn so you can also see how I'm not rocking back at all. So try not to use momentum. In order to stabilize the torso and the rest of the body, you really need to keep the core engaged as you work into the arms. Stay there. 4 more. And 3. You also need to slow it down. Slower is always harder. Last 2. 1 more time, lift and lower. Now I want you to come up to shoulder height. Imagine kind of treading water, elbows out to the side, making circles with these hands. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. We're going to burn it through. Reverse. 8, 7, make it bigger. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the arms down. Roll your shoulders out. Roll them forward. Okay, bend into your knees. Again, inside on, bending the knees, turn up, kind of tilt the pelvis so the tailbone reaches back well, reach your arms out to the side and down, lift and lower. So there's a line going from my ears through my shoulders, through my hips. So I'm not kind of standing up doing this. We lean forward, keep the arms in line with our shoulders or slightly in front of your shoulders. Press into your big toes, draw your belly button in, lift your pelvic floor. So we integrate all of the muscles as we're working into these arms. Good, stay there for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the last one up, small circles, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to standing, roll your shoulders back. So now I'm going to save a little bit in those arms. I'm not going to do another set because we're going to actually use the weights a little bit as we work on to our legs. So we're going to start standing in the middle of your mat. Nice, tall, active stand. I'm going to step your right foot back, come into a lunge, and take your elbows out to your sides. The weights come to your shoulders. Now I'm going to balance on that left leg as you kick your right foot out. Breathe in, step that right leg back, bend your elbows. Breathe out, extend the arms, kick that foot. Bend and extend. Keep going, 4 more on this side. And lift, keep moving. 3, and lift. Last 2, and lift. 1 more here, and lift. Arms down, leg down. Just relax out the shoulders. Step your left leg back, elbows out. Kick. Bend. Extend. For 4. And lift. 3. Lift. Keep going. Actually, I'm going to add a couple more. We did more on the other side. Let's go 4 more. 3. You guys don't have to turn. I'm just turning so that you can see what's happening from all sides. Last one. Up and down. Roll out the shoulders both ways. Good. Drop your weights. Come down to your mat. Feel free to grab another sip of water. Okay, so we're going to come onto our side. We don't need any equipment for this one. Just prop your head up onto your elbow, bend the knee of the lower leg, and keep that top leg in line with your hip. So there's that line. This time goes from the ankle through the knee, through the hip, through the shoulder, through your ear. Ribs towards your hips, belly button pulled in tight. Lift the leg and lower. Up and down. Good, stay there. 8, and 7. Try not to let the foot come any lower than that line of the hip. Last 2. Hold the last one up. Really kick the heel away. Lift that kneecap. Lift that quad. Little pulses up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the leg down. Kick the leg forward, back, up, and down. Forward, back. No movement through the hips. No movement through the spine. Just hinge that leg forward. Hinge it up. And down 2 more, drawing that big capital L shape with that leg. Last one, forward, back, up, and down. Now point the toe, lift the leg back, up, shoulders back, zip the core a little tighter, circle the leg all the way around, freeze at the top, another full big circle all the way around, hold at the top. 2 more in this direction, hold, last one, forward, down, back. And hold, get the leg a little straighter. Now reverse, take the leg behind, down, in front, and freeze. And again, back, down, forward, and freeze. 3 more. Holding each one. So the point of holding it is that we don't just swing using momentum. It's always controlled circles. So one last time, back, down, up and around. Now extend the lower leg, heels together, toes turned out, shoulders back, bend the knee, kick the toe up, flex your foot, drag your heels back together, bend the knee, extend, and reach. So there, 4, 3, keep your upper body nice and long, 2, last 1, point the toe, shoulders back, lift the leg, bend, and like you're striking a match. Get that friction between the toe and your lower leg. lift, bend, and sweep. 4, 3, last 2, and 1, and sweep. Now we let the head drop down, take your hand, tuck it under the waist, find a little lift there, lift your top leg, small circle, 6, 5, let's see if you can take the hand up without losing your stability, 2, and 1, reverse, 6, 5, 4, you should maybe start to be feeling a little burn to the outside of that leg, keep the core strong, little lift through the pelvic floor, now hold the top leg, lift the lower leg, up and down, so that top leg is locked in place, lift and lower, stay there, 6, and 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold the last one, now flex the feet, scissor the legs, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, legs back together, drop everything down, slide your knee forward, hand from the head, holds that knee, other arm reaches behind you, back of the hand touching the floor if you can reach that far, and then circle it all the way around, trying to drag along the floor, looking over the shoulder to the corner of the room, and then in front. Just notice any kind of crunching or clunking through that shoulder joint. Just notice if it's the same on the other side. It's good to just, these exercises are as much about body awareness and understanding your body as they are about strengthening. Good. All right, take your knees back together, spin yourself over to the other side. Drop your head up, bend the knee of that lower leg, top leg stays in line, heel, knee, hip, shoulder, head, ribs to hips, belly button in tight. We start with our straight up and down. So imagine you're almost like pulling that leg behind you, a little bit towards that back wall. And then also think about the range of motion. Try to go high to low. So this one we're getting as high as we can. Try to keep, maybe just touch your hand to your hip and just make sure there's not too much movement there. You might feel like the connective tissue or the muscles rolling over the bone, but the bone shouldn't actually move. Hold that last one up, little pulses up, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Drop the leg down, swing forward, back, up, and down, forward, back, up, and down. Imagine the foot just rolling along a track that's in line with the hip. Get that full range of motion again. So really getting that leg straight in front of you, back in line with the hip, up and down. Last one, forward, back, up, and down. Now point the toes, lengthen the body, lift that top leg high, circle forward, big circles. So imagine you have a large hula hoop and you're tracing that toe along the rim of that hoop, just to make sure those circles stay as perfect as you can, that you get into every corner of that hoop. Try to freeze at the top. Last 2, forward, down, back, and hold. Last 1. Keep your collarbone nice and open throughout these. Reverse your circles, take it back, down, forward, and hold. And again, back, down, forward, hold. 3 more. And lift. Last 2. And lift. Last 1. Up and hold. And then lower that leg. Join the heels together. Make sure you don't roll back on those hips like I've just done. Try to realign. Shoulders back, bend the knee. Kick the toe, flex the foot, heels together. Bend, extend, and reach. Bend, extend, reach. Last 3. And 2. Reach. 1 more. So you can find a little more length in your spine. Point the toes, correct the posture, lift the leg, bend the knee, sweep the toe along that lower leg. And 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bend and sweep. Lower your head. Tuck your hands under. Find that little lift through the lower part of the waist with the hand to the ceiling. Lower leg stays hovering, small circles with the top leg. Only thing moving is that top leg. Try to keep the lower leg from wobbling too much. Hold the next one, reverse your circle, 6 the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now lower leg goes up and down. So the problem with doing these just in front of a computer is that in a group class, if I forget something, somebody's always going to shout and remind me what I've missed out. So hopefully I haven't missed anything. I'm usually pretty surprisingly good considering how much I've drunk over the years. So there's 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one. Legs together, drop the feet down. Slide that knee forward, hand from the head, holds the knee. Other arm reaches up behind you, back of the hand touches the floor. Circle around. And again, just notice if one shoulder is crunchier or clunking more than the other. For me, it's my right shoulder. Always kind of really makes a lot of noise when I'm circling it around. So that just means it's probably my stronger arm, but it's not as flexible as the other one. This one kind of glides more smoothly. That's good just to try to even things out so you're a bit more symmetrical. Okay, let's flip over onto your front. We're going to stack your hands one on top of the other. Feet are at the corners of your mat, so take them a little bit wide of your hips. Rest your forehead on the mat. Lift the weight of the belly button up away from the mat. So just zip that core in tight. Lift your chest, keeping the hands stuck to your forehead. Hopefully you've washed your hands. You're allowed to touch your face. Stay there. 6 and 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now I'm going to lift the legs and the chest. Lift. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Reach the arms out to the corners of your mat. Zip the belly button up and away. Lift up into a Superman pose. Arms up, legs up. Add your flutter. Stay there. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and hold. Stretch a little longer. Go a little higher. Again, lift. 8, 7, just flutter. 6, 5, make it a little faster. 4, 3, keep the core tight. 2, and 1. Drop the legs, drop the hands. Take your hands down along your sides. Walk your feet closer together. Lift your chest up. Turn the pinkies up to the ceiling. Pull your shoulder blades together. Inhale, lower down. So imagine you're pinching a pencil between those shoulder blades. Inhale down. Keep the length from the tip of the tailbone right through the crown of the head. So I don't want to see the head doing this. So you look down at the mat. So get that line from here right through the top of the head, lengthening as we strengthen. Now the next one, release the fingers at the heels and stretch the arms down the backs of the legs as you lift the legs up. Inhale down. Again, lift the chest, lace the fingers, heels together, lift the legs, hands down the backs of the legs, and down. Last one, chest up, hands together, heels together, hold. Stay there for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the hands down to the mat and sit back onto your heels. Toes together, knees apart, and stretch. Okay, we did a fair amount of upper body today with those weights, but one thing we haven't really focused on, one of my favorite muscles, everybody's favorite, the tricep at your back of the arm. Don't want any bingo wings, so let's just quickly, before we stretch, tighten those up a little bit. So fingertips point towards your hips, chin up, shoulders back. We start with our level 1 bend and extend. Get that deep bend through your elbows. Pull your elbows in towards each other, almost like there's like a heavy, thick band, kind of connecting them together. Last 2 and 1. Now we lift the hips up. Try to keep the hips tight and go as deep into those elbows as you were when the hips were down. Stay to 6. With each extension, really lift those elbows up to your shoulders. Squeeze those muscles. Last 4, 3, 2. Hold the last one. Lift the hips a little higher. Lift one knee up and bend and extend for 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the foot down. Left knee comes up, bend and extend. Again, 4, 3, 2. Should feel a little burn coming on. Last one. Take both feet down. We're going to do 3 bounces. Then lift. 1, 2, 3. Up. 1, 2, 3. Lift. 2 more. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Lift. Keep the shoulders over your hands. Last one. Lift. Now to finish, we drop the hips. Just one more set with the hips down for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now stretch your legs out. Lift the arms up. Pull your right elbow in. That left hand. Get the fingertips together behind your back. Try to connect the hands. Take a breath. Let it go. Good. And left elbow comes in. Chin stays up. Right fingertips behind the back. A little wriggle, a little movement. Good. And take the hands away. We're going to come into our stretch now. Come down onto your back. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. Press the right knee away. Wrap your hands around the back of the left thigh. Try to tilt the pelvis forward. Get a little space under your lower back. And breathe. Open the shoulders. Relax your face. Know that it's nearly cocktail time in London anyway. And breathe. Good. Lift the right leg up, left leg out long. And flex, and point, and flex, and point. Flex and hold, take the leg out to the side. Left hand to your left hip, just come on, slide that hand up towards the ankle. Turn your head the opposite direction from the leg. Reach the arm out, hold. And then take the hand up to join the leg, and then cross the leg across the butt. Keep your right hip down. And again, flex and point. Flex, point. That's 3, 2, and 1. Leg goes out to the side. Right arm looking to the right as the leg drops to the left. Just hold, stretching that heel away from the hand on the other side. So just finding that length. And then lift the leg, grab the foot with the other hand, turn the other way, and get the ankle. Flex and point for 4, 3, 2. Last one. And then pull your knees into your chest, lift your chin into your chest, cross your feet, roll yourself up, spin yourself over to all fours. Shoulders down away from the ears, toes. Scoop your belly button in, big pelvic floor lift. I just want you to hollow out those abdominals. Inhale, lower the knees down to the mat. Exhale, lift the knees. Scoop the abdominals in, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale down. Last one, knees just 1 inch up off the mat. Drawing in the belly button, and then we go straight all the way up into our downward dog. Pressing into your heels, arching your back. Pedal through the heels. I keep sliding my hands. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your hands back to your feet. Let the head hang. Nod your head yes. Shake the head no. Bend your knees. Gather the belly button in and slowly roll yourself back up to standing. Shoulders and head come up last. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lift up onto your toes. Hold your balance for 3, 2, and 1. Arms out to the side and place the fingers behind the back. Okay, give yourselves a big round of applause. If you have any questions, just email me at mcconaughey@gmail.com, or you can also message me on Instagram. Again, please subscribe to the YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook or.